Good morning. It's 9:37 a.m. on April 7th, 2021. As you can tell by the former two postings, we've reached the end of our reading with Benjamin Franklin, and we've also reached the end of that particular chapter with Louis Brandeis' Other People's Money and How the Bankers Use It. There's another chapter in Louis Brandeis' book, but now might be an appropriate time to talk about another matter, a constitutional matter. Last year was a very important case before the Supreme Court of the United States, two actually. It discussed specifically application of the Constitution and constitutional protections for people that were not citizens of the United States. That includes people subjected to various terms associated with their relationships with people who are in other countries. One of them intercedes through the Department of State. Several decades ago, there was a plan put into place that was, among other things, supported by a board member who was a justice of the Supreme Court of the United States herself. Secretary James A. Baker III was one of the co-authors. The thing about this is, my understanding is that when they implemented precepts connected to this plan in the countries identified as being the primary subject as opposed to object, they didn't do much to inform them of the historical premises for the various policies they were setting up. Do you know what happens when you go to a country like that and try to teach them about the history of the United States Constitution? You should. You should certainly do that before you try to take a plan like that and apply it in another country, no matter who you think you got a mandate from, even if it's a justice of the Supreme Court, one alive or one that's dead. These are important matters for consideration. See, I'm very concerned because elements of that plan were done in the home state of that specific Secretary of State. And we're dealing with the consequences to this day. This wasn't just a matter of constitutional or even financial literacy education of born citizens of the United States, including adults, and including adults that claim to have taken an oath of office. But it should have understood that that was a duty that should have been attended to before any foreign forays allowed for an abnegation of that duty that compromised the security of the people in this country and compromise the security of those that would otherwise have been our allies. See, I say otherwise because it's hard for me to recognize the kind of respect and pride and honor and conviction I've seen in my relationships with people from other countries at this time, reflected in the actions of others who are allowed to go in my stead to speak with the people I was supposed to be among right now. It's been a long time since I've been able to be among the people. Any people, really. And in the course of that, I remember why. Why I'm not there. And that's why I'm going to continue these readings, while I'm also going to move forward today on what is necessary here in the state of Texas, which up until now, besides for one declaration that I can find made publicly, made formally, made within the bounds of the law and the Constitution, regarding secession from the federal compact until such time, at least, as the pernicious corruption that pervades the federal system is confronted directly in exercise of our constitutional right to alter or reform the federal government. I'm going to maintain course. This lien was not only illegal, but completely unnecessary. The motives for actions such as these have very profound consequences. They've been exposed. We're going to have to deal with the fallout moving forward. I hope you have a good day.